What is up, you people? Today I got a different type of video. Today we are taking a look at prices of our higher tier items from release in comparison to now. Let me know what you think and let's jump right in. The first one is the holy grail of skins, the Orb Dragonlore. It was first released on July 1st, 2014 with the Cobblestone collection. At release, the Dragonlore went onto the market for 266 euros. Not to forget to mention, in factory new. That's a price you couldn't think of anywhere right now. Over all these years, with many market crashes, we have reached a current pricing of 10k US dollars. Crazy to think that I once dropped one and traded for profit at that time. Staying on the Cobblestone collection, we have the M4 Knight, another classic that is well beloved in the community. At release, it sold on the market for just 29 euros. Kind of crazy to look back at those prices. Right now, we are at a pricing of $3,600. This will honestly always be one of the best M4 skins in the game. Moving on to the AK X-Ray. This AK skin got released with the Havoc collection on December 3rd, 2020, along with the Operation Broken Fang update. Back then, the X-Ray went for 1,600 euros and stayed between 1,500 and 1,600 euros. Looking at it now, the price tag sits at 3.4k, so it doubled in pricing over the course of the past 4 years. The Orb Medusa is up next. This skin is a dilemma in the whole community. Some call it the worst Orb skin in the game, as we have the Orb Worm God, and others love it. The Orb Medusa is part of the Gods and Monsters collection, which was released with the Operation Bloodhound in 2015. Back then, this skin went onto the market with a value of 300 euros, which would be more than a steal in the current market. Now, 10 years later, the Medusa goes for a pricing of 4,200 US dollars. The next one in the pocket is the MP9 Wild Lily. For many people, this was just a trade-up filler for the Wild Lotus. For others, this is a play skin. The Shattered Web Operation update in 2019 brought in the St. Mark collection, when the MP9 was sold for just 54 euros. Right now, with current standings, we are looking at 2,600 US dollars to 3k USD. Kind of crazy to think that some people had hundreds of them lying in a storage unit. Let's talk about one very popular in China, the Orc Akihabara Accept. This is one of the few skins you don't get to see very often, neither on the Twitter timeline nor in the game. This skin was part of the Rising Sun collection, which was released during the Operation Bloodhound update. The Akihabara Accept first sold for around 250 euros. All these prices would be a dream coming true to some people. Right now, its price is sitting at $3,200. Once more, staying inside the same collection, we have the AK-47 Hydroponic. Another skin that is well beloved from the community. During release, its starting price was at around 340 euros and went down to 200-ish euros within the first week. Right now, the Hydroponic is sitting at a stunning 6.5k USD and is one of the most expensive liquid skins in the game. We are getting closer to the end and closer to the best skins. Up next, the Orb Prince, another skin released during the Shattered Web Operation and is part of the Canals collection. At release, the first one was sold for 930 euros and it stayed consistent at around 1000 euros during the duration of the operation. But now, its price has tripled with a value of 3.2k USD. But this was another skin a good amount of people didn't like, as it wasn't as stunning as our next skin, the Orb Gungnir. This is one skin that literally became a symbol of Counter-Strike skins. You would think that this was one of the most expensive skins at release, but it actually was selling at 700 euros and even went down to 500 euros and less, which is crazy to think about, since we are now 6 years later at a total pricing of 11,000 US dollars. That's a price nobody would have guessed at that point. And coming to a close with the most expensive skin in the game, the AK Wild Lotus. One of the most desired skins inside the game, this was as well part of his St. Mark collection. At release in 2019, a few skins sold at a pricing of 900 euros, and just days later it already skyrocketed to 1600 euros, almost doubling in pricing. But 6 years have gone past and this skin is sitting at an ultimate price tag of $15,000. And this is all just for a basic factory one, without a special float or anything to it. Let that sink in. Absolutely crazy to think about. Let me know if I should do an episode 2 with some more skins. And I wish you a nice rest of your day. Thank you for watching.